Jai Gurudev students. Now today I will start, that is one part is left from the connective tissue. That one is vascular tissues. What are the different type of vascular tissues? Okay. So vascular tissues are of two types. First one is blood, another one is lymph. You just recall that is what is lymph and blood. You have already studied in class 10. Okay, so this blood again consists of a plasma and corpuscles. Plasma is the fluid part and corpuscles are the cell. So this corpuscle again divided into erythrocytes, leukocytes and blood platelets. Now these leukocytes again are of agranulocytes and granulocytes. If it is granulocytes, then monocytes and lymphocytes. If it is granulocytes, then that one is again three types: neutrophils, basophils, acidophils. In case of the lymph, it is of two types: plasma and leukocyst. Okay, so let me start from blood. So in short, character of the blood is it is red, mobile and softest connective tissue. It is slightly alkaline. Remember, its pH is 7.4 and 6 to 10% of the body weight is with blood. Then blood is consists of a plasma and corpuscles. Now what is plasma? The character of the plasma, it is a fluid and it is straw color, composed of water, inorganic salt, then proteins, some organic compound, and it contains glucose as a nutritive materials and urea as a nitrogenous waste product of the blood. Now what is the function? Function of the plasma is to transport the food components, especially glucose, amino acid, fatty acid and vitamins, and it transports heat, it maintains the temperature of our body, helps in keeping a constant pH, and it is a part of our immunity system. So immunoglobulins, it maintains osmotic balance of our body. Now the blood corpuscles are of three types: erythrocytes, leukocytes and blood platelets. Now this is a structure of the erythrocytes. Now what are the character of the erythrocytes? In all the vertebrate except mammal, the erythrocytes are oval, biconvex and nucleated. Erythrocytes, also known as RBC, red blood corpuscles. These RBCs are more in number than WBCs. Red in color is due to the presence of hemoglobin. In human, RBC is bounded by a elastic semi-permeable plasma membrane. Erythrocytes are destroyed by the cell, spleen and the bone marrow. That is, the erythrocyte cells, when it's become that is old, then that one is destroyed within the liver, spleen and bone marrow, and this process is called hemolysis. Okay, this term is important for your question. Now what is the function? Hemoglobin contains 97 to 99% of oxygen and 23% of carbon dioxide. So it can carry 97 to 99% of oxygen and 23% of carbon dioxide. It helps in maintain constant pH of our body. So that one is the function of erythrocytes. Next one is leukocytes. Now in case of the leukocytes, it is round, amoeboid, nucleated and non-pigmented, colorless. WBCs are larger than RBCs, but the number is much more less than the RBC. WBC is directly, it is actually related to our immunity system. So WBCs are much less in number than RBC, and ratio is 1:600. If WBC is 1, then RBC should be 600. Now, what are the two types of leukocytes. One is agranulocytes and granulocytes. So first one, granulocytes. These granulocytes have granules in the cytoplasm and low nucleus. I will show you the diagram, and comprises about 62% of total number of WBC. Now in case of granulocytes, again it is of three types: neutrophils, basophils, acidophils. Now see the structure. This one is neutrophils, acidophils. It is also known as eosinophils and basophils. Now, neutrophils, what are the character? The cytoplasm with the free granules. So these are the granules. These are the granules. Okay. And the lifespan is 10 to 12 hours. And they are called soldiers of the body. They can fight against the germs. And neutrophils also help in sex determination. Okay. Maleness and femaleness when the zygote is formed. So that is neutrophils. Now next one is basophils. Means this one. This basophil lifespan is 8 to 12 hours. Cytoplasm granules are coarse, means it is much more large in size. Here it is also in large in size, but these are smaller. So these are two coarse granules and secrete heparin and histamine. These are the two directly related with our that is immune system. Then acidophils. These acidophils, the cytoplasm granules are coarse, so as usual, and nucleus is bilobed, two lobe, one lobe, another lobe, and lifespan is 14 hours. They help in healing of wound as destroy toxin of the microbes. So whole one is that they are directly related to neutrophils, basophils and acidophils. They are directly related to our immune system of our body, because these are the part of the leukocytes. Leukocytes itself is directly related with our immune system of our body. Then next one is agranulocytes. These agranulocytes are of two types: monocytes and lymphocytes. So just see the structure. This one is lymphocytes and monocytes. Okay. What are the character of the monocyte? These are non-granular with a white cell, and they forms 35% of total leukocytes. And these are the larger in size than leukocytes. This one is larger and the nucleus is oval shape. These are highly motile and phagocytic in action. Phagocytic means they can move. When any germs enter our body, it can move and it come in contact with the germs and it engulf or destroy the germs. That is phagocytic action. Next one is lymphocytes. Nucleus is large and round in shape, and cytoplasm form a thin peripheral. So cytoplasm is very thin part, and primary function is to produce antibodies and opsonin. So this one is again related with our immune system. So this is all about agranulocytes. So this vascular tissue, blood and lymph, then plasma, corpuscles again, erythrocytes, leukocytes, blood platelets, leukocytes, agranulocyte, granulocyte, and granulocyte again monocytes and lymphocytes, and granulocytes, neutrophils, basophils and acidophils, and lymph is again plasma and leukocytes. So at a glance, connective tissue are of three types: connective tissue proper, skeletal tissue and vascular tissue. Connective tissue proper again is divided into areolar tissue, white fibrous, yellow fibrous, adipose and reticular, and white fibrous, tendon and sheath. Next one is skeletal tissue are of two types: cartilaginous and bone. This cartilaginous, hyaline, fibrous and calcified. If it is bone, and simply you can write compact, spongy, dermal, cartilaginous and sesamoid. In if vascular tissue, here just I have given you one vivid structure, that is blood and lymph. And all of you know blood again is divided, lymph again is divided into different parts. That is you have to do in your copy.